Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Crew Bites. Today's recipe is meat buns. These soft and fluffy buns are stuffed with a flavorful mixture of ground meat, vegetables, and seasonings. Many variations of meat stuffed buns exist, including pork buns, chicken, beef, and vegetarian options with paneer or tofu or just vegetables. In this video, we'll be making a minced beef bun along with some veggies. These meat stuffed buns can be enjoyed as a quick snack on the go or as a light meal. They are a delicious and convenient way to satisfy hunger cravings. I'm sure these tasty meat buns will definitely be enjoyed by all. So let's get started. So at first let's prepare the dough for making the buns, and this recipe yields 8 buns, and you need all-purpose flour, which is plain flour, 2.5 cups, instant dry yeast 1¼ teaspoon, lukewarm milk 3/4 cup, 1 large egg, unsalted butter melted 2 tablespoons, granulated sugar 3 tablespoons plus another teaspoon for proofing the yeast, and salt ½ teaspoon. Now to a large bowl add lukewarm milk 3/4 cup along with a teaspoon of sugar and 1¼ teaspoon of instant dry yeast. Stir well and set this aside for 5 minutes for the yeast to activate. And after 5 minutes, add all-purpose flour, which is plain flour, 2.5 cups along with salt ½ teaspoon, sugar 3 tablespoons, unsalted butter melted 2 tablespoons, 1 large egg lightly beaten. Now mix all the ingredients well so that they are well combined to a dough. So as you can see, all the ingredients are well combined. Now dust your work surface with some flour and transfer the dough onto the work surface and knead the dough well for about 5 to 6 minutes until soft and smooth as shown. And now let's transfer this dough to a bowl, greased bowl, and keep it covered and allowed to rest in a warm place so that it's risen double the size. It might take about 1 to 2 hours depending on the temperature at your place. So meanwhile the dough is resting, let's prepare the filling. So for this you need minced meat 500 grams. Here I'm using beef. You can use chicken, beef, or any other meat of your choice. 1 small onion finely chopped, 1 to 2 carrots grated or finely chopped, ginger garlic paste 1 teaspoon, Kashmiri chili powder ½ to 1 teaspoon depending on your spice level. Instead you can use red chili flakes as well, ½ teaspoon. That's totally up to you. Garam masala powder ½ teaspoon. Dry herbs. Here I'm using thyme. You can use thyme, oregano, or any other dry herb of your choice. And for the slurry you need flour 2 tablespoons mixed in water, freshly ground black pepper, salt to taste, and oil for cooking. Here I'm using olive oil. You can use any other vegetable oil of your choice. Now heat a pan and keep a medium flame. To this add about 1 to 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Also add in 1 small onion finely chopped and saute the onions until soft. We do not want to brown the onions here. Also adding in salt and just continue sauteing the onions until the onions are really soft. And now to this let's add ginger garlic paste 1 teaspoon and saute well for a few seconds so that the raw taste of the ginger garlic paste is gone. Now reduce the flame to low and add Kashmiri chili powder ½ to 3/4 teaspoon, or you can add red chili flakes about ½ teaspoon and saute for a few seconds so that the raw taste of the chili powder is gone. Now to this let's add minced meat 500 grams. Here I'm using beef. You can use chicken or any other meat of your choice. It's also adding in black pepper powder about 1 teaspoon and mix well so that the meat is well mixed in the spices. and cook the meat until well done. So it might take around 3 to 4 minutes. So keep stirring in between. So as you can see, the meat is almost cooked, maybe another 1 to 2 minutes. So the meat is completely cooked, as you can see. Now at this stage, let's add 1 or 2 carrots grated. You can either finely chop and add them and give a good mix just for a minute. So as you can see, there's no water content in the filling. That's what we want. Also adding in garam masala powder, half teaspoon. It gives a nice flavor to the filling and give a good mix. At this stage, check the seasoning and add salt if needed and give a good mix. Also adding in dry herbs, about half teaspoon of thyme, dried thyme. You can add any other dry herb of your choice and give a good mix. Finally, let's add in the flour slurry. This is about 2 tablespoons of flour mixed in 4 tablespoons of water. Also adding in a small beef stock cube. This is optional, and give a good mix. This flour slurry is added, to give a binding texture to the filling. So as you can see, now the filling is all clumped up together and it's slightly moist. That's what we want. Make sure your filling is not watery. We do not want that. Just everything clumped up together and having a very, moist texture. So our filling is now ready. Switch off the flame and remove the pan from heat. Now let's move on to the stage of filling the buns. So as you can see, our dough has risen well. It's double the size. Just punch down the dough with your hands and transfer the dough onto the work surface, dust it with flour. And now we're going to divide the dough into 8 equal parts. Here I'm making hamburger sized buns. If you want slightly bigger buns, divide into 6 equal parts and just roll them into a bowl as shown. So we have now 8 balls, and now just take one ball at a time and then roll it out to a circular disc as shown. Now add a few teaspoons of the filling to the center of the dough. Do not overfill the bun. And now just lift the dough and gather it at the top and pinch the top a couple of times to securely close the dough, and just smoothen out the ball and transfer to a baking tray lined with baking paper with the seam side down. And now repeat the same with the remaining 7 balls. So just roll it out to a circular disc as shown. Add the filling to the center, then seal the dough and shape it into a ball and transfer to the baking tray. So now we have filled all the 8 buns, and now cover the tray with the kitchen cloth and let it rise in a warm place until doubled for about 20 minutes. So meanwhile the dough is rising for the second time, let's preheat the oven to 180 degrees Celsius, which is 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So after 20 minutes, take out the tray and then we're going to brush the buns with egg wash. This is 1 egg mixed with a few tablespoons of water and lightly beaten. So just brush all the buns with the egg wash. And then we're going to bake this in a preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius, which is 350 degrees Fahrenheit, for about 20 to 30 minutes or until golden brown. So the baking time always depends on your oven, so do check after 15 to 20 minutes. So the buns are baked well and out of the oven after 25 5 minutes. See how soft they are and golden on the top. Transfer them onto a cooling rack and set aside to cool for about 5 minutes. So our tasty meat buns are now ready to serve. I'll just open one and show you. See, it's still hot, the steam is coming out. And the texture of the bun is really awesome. It's very soft. So serve these buns warm with a cup of tea. They can be served as a snack or a light dinner. Also store them in an airtight container when not in use and keep it refrigerated. And use it within a week. And before serving, just warm them in a microwave and serve. So do give these buns a try. You will definitely love them. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. Also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe, like and share. New videos are uploaded every Tuesday and Friday. Until then, goodbye.